You are watching Access LaPorte County, Channel 97. Coming up next is the July 11th, 2024 meeting of the Michigan City Sustainability Commission. You can find more information for this meeting by visiting www.accesslaportecounty.org.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'd like to call the Michigan City Sustainability Commission meeting to order on July 9th, 2024 at 4:32 p.m.
July.
July.
It is July, but it's not the nice.
It's July 11th. I pulled up the wrong agenda. I apologize. There we go. There's the right one. I would like to call the July 11th meeting to order at 4:30.
Laura, would you pass me the agenda, please?
Sure.
Because mine says July.
It does say July 9th because
Oh, it does.
I didn't save when I switched that. So everything else is correct
Okay,
except
so
for
it
that
is
part.
July 11th.
It is July 11th today.
Okay.
Someday I'll learn my numbers. All right. Could we please have roll call?
Michelle Basta,
Yes.
Tim Bauer,
Here.
Tristan Bogart,
Here.
Bailey Chavis,
Excused.
Laura Henderson, I'm here. Andy Johns Davis.
Here.
Beverly Mac Martin.
Here.
Faye Moore,
Here.
Angela Reynolds,
Excused.
Lawrence Zimmer,
Here.
and Nancy Moldenau.
Here.
I hope I didn't miss anybody. We have a quorum.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. All right, now we've done roll and we'll move on to approval of June 2024 minutes. And I did say that one right, June. And it's actually typed in there correctly. Could I have a motion to approve? Oh,
I had a question.
Oh, sure, yes.
Okay. Last month Sandy Keller very graciously came and presented to us on the homeward bound villages on Carwick. And I read this is a very good explanation of part of her presentation, but I was looking for some details on the sustainability aspect of the project, because that's why she came to talk to us, was because of that.
Okay.
So I was wondering if that was supplied, if that could be dropped in, is
That
that
could be.
possible?
Yes, could be.
Because that was our reason to have her come.
Yeah, sure.
I'll add a little more. Should we table that till next month then, so it can be added, or
Just check if there's any other additions or
is it any other additions?
Yeah.
Okay,
or corrections. Before I correct that and have to correct.
okay.
Which item on the agenda is that?
That's number 3, design presentation by Homeward Bound Villages, Sandy Keller.
It's on this agenda?
It's the minutes.
No, it's in the minutes,
Oh.
in the minutes.
I sent the minutes too in the email.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, I didn't print the email.
Oh, okay,
the minutes. I can send you over a quick copy of that email.
No, that's good.
Okay. Should we,
We could do it 2 ways. We could approve the minutes that are here,
and then,
knowing that there'd be an addition of
Be an addition.
the
Okay.
sustainability details.
okay,
Take time, that's good.
And we can table it too. Okay. let's
okay,
go
you
ahead
wanna
and
just table it then? Or,
Sure.
okay, well then why don't we just table the minutes, it's an easy thing to get to next month, so we'll just table the minutes till, our August meeting, until our August meeting. All right, wonderful, we'll just add that little bit with sustainability, and that was a great presentation though, it was really great that they came over and did that, we've had a lot of good presentations. All right, and now we'll move on to, a vote, we have a new, nomination for, the Sustainability Commissioner, Abigail Neary. I think everyone has had a chance to look over her form, and if we can have a motion.
I have a question.
Oh.
As the head of sustainability for, what's that?
Ion, that's her job.
Okay, I don't know what I am.
I'm not sure exactly, but I could send that over to you.
Okay.
Is it Aon?
Is that how you say it, AON?
It's AON. It's a big insurance company downtown Chicago.
Okay,
They're in the old
Thank you.
Standard Oil building.
okay.
I apologize for not knowing exactly what that was. They did know that she worked for sustainability for a number of years and it was her passion. Is there any other questions about Abigail? I know she's been a lifelong local and worked in the sustainability field as well as was it her cousin or niece?
Her niece.
Her niece was one of our commissioners, Mary Kate Neary, and Mary Kate actually wrote an article, one of our Caught You Being Greens, about Abigail. So she's kind of Michigan City famous, if you will. If that answers questions about Abigail.
My other question was, I think it was Faye's question. Who is she replacing?
That would be the Nikki Latanya Troutman, the
Okay.
other Michigan City Air Sustainability Commission appointment.
Okay.
Because we have
So it would be our appointment.
our appointment. Mhm.
That's what I was thinking,
Yes.
but I wasn't sure. So that was my question to you in the email.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Who would she be
I
replacing?
see, yeah, that would be Latanya. She
And
was.
she can't be here tonight because,
She was sick.
oh, she's ill.
But she, I talked to her and she said she's all set and hopefully she's watching right now and she's really excited to participate, so, she plans on being here next month.
And she is head of the sustainability department at her work.
Right, I understood that
Yeah.
from her. I saw the application. But I wasn't sure what the initials stood for either, but as long as she was the head of sustainability, I felt like that was great. And then, something else on there, she said, oh, her passion. For, sustainability and the environment, I thought that was great also. It was just a red flag that she wasn't here, but if she's sick, I'd rather for her to stay home.
Yes,
Not
yes, she
spread-
did. She,
Not spread the wealth.
exactly. She did say that she could come and sit with the mask in the back.
Right.
But the position had been open for a couple of months and so
Right, right.
with that, the form coming in, we were really hopeful that we would go ahead. But yeah, keep the cooties away, right?
Right.
Go ahead, please.
I move that we
So-
confirm Abigail Neary as a commissioner. This commission.
All right, all in favor of confirming Abigail Neary, say aye. Any opposed? Wonderful, well, we have a new commissioner, that was a complete unanimous vote. I appreciate it. Welcome Abigail, or Abby for short, we'll see how she wants to be called. Some of us do choose our government name, and some are shortened named. So, I'll sign this in a second. All right, yay, congratulations, we're excited to have you.
That's great.
All right, and now we'll move on to project teams. Proposed moratorium on solar array installation in LaPorte County Alert. Nancy Molnauer, I know you've got a setup here that we can, we've got fourth Tuesdays of the month is the meetings, the next one's on July 23rd. Do you wanna fill us in on all the goodies that,
Yeah.
from your meeting?
Yeah, Pat Boy actually went to the last meeting.
Wonderful.
In my stead because I had to be at the city council meeting. And, they did not present the written ordinance, so she didn't see it. The lawyer promised he was gonna post it online. She and I both have been looking for it and it hasn't shown up. But what he said to her after the meeting was, oh, there's only a 1 or 2 word difference from what you sent to me.
Oh, okay.
And those 1 or 2 words are what needs to be corrected
Right.
because we cannot get our Soul Smart Gold designation from the US Department of Energy without that being fixed.
Those are very specific and
Very
important 2 words
specific,
that need to
important
be.
2 words that need to be fixed, because it's like a double negative and you don't know what the sentence in that paragraph is talking about. So, we need to keep on this, the next meeting is on July 23rd, anybody that's interested in being there and attending that. They can't go ahead and approve this ordinance with a mistake.
But it's at 6 o'clock the meeting or? Cause there's a time.
Are there meetings at 6?
Cause I think it is 6, I'm not sure.
I think they are at 6 o'clock, but let me double check on that.
And it's at the county complex?
Yes, yeah, and I don't have it in my calendar, I'm sorry, but I'm sure it's 6 o'clock because it was earlier than our meetings here, so.
You mean later?
Well,
You
City
mean,
council.
oh, yeah.
Yeah, this
County
is
councils
the
earlier.
plan, this is the plan
the
commission.
plan commission.
And after it works through their, process, then it will go to the commission for final approval. But if we can get it corrected at this level, it's gonna be much better than them passing it incorrectly and then it getting forward and up to the commission with the mistake
And
in
then
it.
having to go backwards.
Yeah,
Nancy, I have a question.
yeah.
Is what you're saying, it sounds like the moratorium is a non-issue.
No, they're going ahead with that.
So that's more change in the language than just.
No, it's two separate ordinances.
Okay.
One is the LaPorte County solar ordinance, and then the other is the solar moratorium ordinance. So they're actually looking at two ordinances.
So we have to deal with that moratorium ordinance too.
Yeah, and that also has popped up in St. Joe County.
Moratorium on,
Yes. So there appears to be a movement afoot in the state of Indiana
So,
to stop solar installation on farmland.
yeah, so are we dealing with that?
I've been forwarding all of that information to Zach Schlack at Solar United Neighbors Indiana, and also on to Brian
Flory.
Brian Flory, who's our Northern Indiana representative, field rep for Solar United Neighbors Indiana. So I'm keeping both of them in the loop. I feel we have enough to deal with here in LaPorte County. We can't, diffuse our energy and think we're gonna deal with St. Joe County, in every.
No, I'm not worried about St. Joe, they can deal with that. but-
Yeah, and Green Drinks in South Bend was aware of it. And then, the gentleman that brought it to their attention, he was planning on attending the meeting in St. Joe County, so hopefully they're dealing with that, and we'll need to keep on this here.
So will that be dealt with at the September 23rd meeting? The solar moratorium or just the wording of the,
Both of these will be looked at the July 23rd meeting of the LaPorte County Plan Commission.
Okay.
Both of them.
thank you.
And
CPA.
the thing I'm most concerned about is that moratorium. If they
Yeah.
put a date on it and we know it's gonna end
Yeah.
at a certain time,
But if they make it indefinite,
if it's indefinite, then,
that's
yeah.
not good.
And it takes away the, property rights of, landowners
No kidding.
in LaPorte County, If you own the land, as long as you're within, the ordinances that govern what you're doing, you should be able to decide if you wanna farm, if you wanna leave the land empty, if you wanna put solar panel arrays on it, whatever. So,
And the purpose of the moratorium is just to buy some time for further study or research? What is the reason?
hopefully that's it. Hopefully that's it. They've said they wanna put a pause on it until they get the, solar array ordinance updated. But you usually put an ending date on something and you just don't leave it
Yeah.
open.
Yeah, when they originally talked about it, they talked about it as just giving them time to fix the ordinance more thoroughly.
Yeah.
But then, when they were questioned a little bit later, they said there's no ending date on it, and therefore it would be indefinite until the county council or commissioners decided to change it. So,
Okay.
that sounds like we'd be stuck with a moratorium. Nancy, I think you said something about the city council making an ordinance allowing it in Michigan City? No.
No, I didn't say anything about that.
Besides, it's already in Michigan City, all over the city. The fire
Well, it would
department,
be
the
for
city.
more.
It mostly deals with the farmlands.
Right.
But does it explicitly say farmlands or does it just say, I blanket moratorium for the board?
I haven't seen the document. I haven't seen it, so I don't know what it
Well, they didn't
says.
have the document ready at the last meeting, did they?
Well, I'm not saying they had it ready or they didn't have it, they didn't share it.
They didn't share it.
They didn't share it with anybody, okay?
So we'll have
So-
to see what it says.
But this is really important. Because, you know, we have that, private enterprise out there on Paz Road, you know, the gentleman that came to talk to us about the goats and
Yeah.
stuff. So that's an example of something that would be not permitted any longer.
Okay.
Okay. So it would be retroactive,
No.
or just no new?
No new ones, no new ones could be started like
Right.
that.
Right.
Okay,
Okay, thank you. Good questions, everybody.
yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, well, thank you so much for.
And I just want to give a shout out to Pat Boy too, because
Yes.
she went there 2 times
Thank you.
in my place and when, you know, nobody else was available from our commission. So I really want to give her heartfelt thanks for covering this important issue for us.
Thank you. We do really appreciate all of that, and thank you for that report. All right, solar power options for city government. Tristan, I didn't think you had an update for
No,
that
not
one
yet.
specific. Not yet. Excellent. But what we do have an update for is the electric municipal vehicle project, Michigan City Police Department. Would you like
Yeah.
to take that?
Absolutely. We have a meeting with the chief set up for the 19th of this month.
It was the 16th. It was just changed
Correct.
after the agenda went out.
Yes.
I didn't mess that one up this time.
Yes.
Oh, really?
And at that meeting, we'll discuss like the overall product details with him more in depth to see how he wants to proceed with it. That way we can work with him directly on taking care of that thing that we want to do. As well as that we made progress in terms of the upfitment issue. So as a reminder, upfitment is when a police car gets bought, it doesn't come initially with the equipment already in it. It has to be something that's outside of it or a part of the process. So we located so far 3 upfitters. Unfortunately, there's only one here in Indiana. The other one is in California, and the second one is in North Carolina. So we'll be looking at that as well more closely as we continue to proceed.
Thank you so much. Thanks for doing all that work. It all happened pretty quickly. You reached out to the police department for the insurance information. They responded immediately. And then the chief, you spoke up one more time, and then chief reached out to go ahead and sit down and have an actual meeting and see. I'm really excited for you, for all of us, that the department was so willing to work with us immediately on all of this and that email, wow. My mom doesn't even respond that quick, you know what I'm saying? So I do appreciate all that. Did anybody have any questions? I know I had a lot for Tristan about what upfitment meant and all of those fun things. I don't know much about electric vehicles, and so he helped out a lot with that. But if not, then we're really excited about it though, and there'll be another update then next month. So hopefully we'll keep moving along with that.
I just want to thank Tristan for all of the work he's put in on this project. And
Yes.
all of the in-depth research he did before he ever, you know, approached the chief, and, you know, you were more than ready. So, you know, really commendable work. So thank you.
Excellent, thank you. And I meant to cut that one out, the green burials and burial section.
Oh, yeah, that
Lawrence
gets cut
Zimmer.
out, yeah.
Did you have any, I know you didn't send me an official update, but
I
if you
don't
had
have
any.
anything new, but probably
Okay.
for next month I will.
Wonderful, that's
I'm gonna
really
See
exciting.
what happened at just the meeting this afternoon.
Okay,
I have to
wonderful.
watch the meeting and see.
Right, it takes a while. Everybody has a meeting once a month, and then it takes a
Right.
couple months.
And
to
theirs
get
is
through
right
it.
before this one,
Of course,
so I just don't know what happened.
right. Well, I appreciate that. That's gonna be fun. It'd be nice
Okay.
to have all sorts of green options, not just sending a plant for somebody, but also for yourself.
Yes.
Waste reduction and garbology with, I know Daisy's still on there. She does sometimes still do a little bit with that. Tim Bauer, Bailey Chavez, Angela Reynolds, and Michelle Basta. I don't think we have a full official update, but she's still working on getting pop-ups set up for a reuse room. And looking into, she and by Michelle, sustainable options for restaurants. And for instance, like we talked about styrofoam containers versus paper and recycled plastic and things like that. So those are really good options, and whether a restaurant has recycling or not. And I do want to circle back to one thing that I noticed. The Park and Rec Department worked months ago with Tim and Daisy on getting recycling in all of everywhere. And I have seen with my eyes that I know they didn't officially work with Patriot Park during that. But while I was at Patriot Park, I've seen recycling containers. So I'm not sure who did that, or if it was part of remnant or what, but there are recycling containers at Patriot Park. And I'm there twice a week with my son's baseball, which I'll be skirting out here pretty quick right after to go to as well. So I do want to say thank you to Patriot Park for having the recycling over there. And I believe there's a sign even when you enter, it's dedicated to recycling. So that warms my recycling heart. So thanks again, Tim and Daisy. That was a lot of work that you guys did for getting the recycling into all the parks.
There was Daisy's middle school students also.
Yes,
There was
yes.
Barker and Krieger Middle School. It was the students there that made the video that they submitted to then Park Superintendent Ed Shin, and he graciously accepted. And I think I know what happened at Patriot Park is they said that if the pilot demonstration worked at the smaller parks, that they were going to gradually expand it to the other park. So it sounds like Patriot
Well,
got theirs.
Thank you. I
got
appreciate
theirs
it.
because the other parks have been doing well with the recycling, so.
So yes, I really like seeing the recycling option in parks, and it's really good, especially at baseball fields. They have a lot of drinks that like the sport drinks and things. So having those go into the recycle bin, I really appreciate seeing that. So thank you, Michigan City Parks and Rec Department. Anybody have any questions or comments about any of that? Maybe we'll have to do a Koch Being Green. Move on to that
Oh,
later.
yeah.
Okay.
Photograph time.
Exactly. All right, continue promoting silver designation with partner Indiana University. I know we're on hold right now with the gold designation because of the wording in the ordinance that we just discussed. So maybe I won't discuss all of that again, and we're gonna get there. We'll get gold soon. We are silver, we're awesome, and eventually we'll move on to platinum.
And
Yeah.
the sign with the silver designation has been hung in the main area of City Hall.
Yes.
With the help of the Planning and Inspection Department, we got it up, and our new mayor, Angie, approved of and blessed it being on the wall. So it's up there next to the Tree City USA.
Yay, Green Michigan City.
Audubon bird sign?
Birdtown, yeah.
Birdtown sign, so we're getting quite the collection of green signs and plaques up there. So that's
Wonderful.
cool.
Well, I really appreciate all that work that everyone's done for that. Tristan with all the legwork there, and all of us working hard in our individual areas, and getting solar on our houses and everything else. So thank you so much. Carbon Neutral Indiana, I did get, that's Andy Jans Davis, Nancy Moldenauer, Laura Henderson, Faye Moore, and Larry Zimmer. I did get an email from Daniel Pointer, but it was a little after the agenda went out, but we just asked for an update. So he did send me some of that, and I'll include it in next month since it's not official, but all is well in the world of carbon neutral, basically. Of course, we are promoting his book always, the Carbon Neutral Indiana, A Practical Guide to Climate Solutions. Larry had that at our Earth Month extravaganza, that idea, and it did well, correct? Good, that was nice, and then that was for donation, so we really appreciated that. And there's interviews in the book for Faye and Nancy, and shout outs to Larry and a founding member of Sustainability Commission, Deb Chubb. And also, we can all be carbon neutral for a small fee. You can get a free assessment if you go to carbonneutralindiana.org. And like I said, it's a free assessment to see how much carbon you use, and basically that means your energy, you get your energy bills, your water bills, the sort of food you consume, and then they calculate that and see how many trees they can plant or other environmental options like capping natural gas sources. And then that offsets your carbon use. So essentially my family is carbon neutral for $45 a month. And I don't think that's so bad. And then you can do more, you can do less, or you can at least get your assessment for free to see where you stand. And buy the book. It's not too pricey, and there's a lot of real tangible ways to help out the environment when it can seem like a lot. Was there any additions with carbon neutral right now? All right. Now this contract with Performance Services under $98,000 grant from Office of Indiana Energy Development, Nancy Moldenauer, project manager, Tristan Bogert, Shannon Eason, Sylvia Collins Martin, Jamie Huss, and David, is it Dipper? Is that how I say it, or Diaper? Anyhow, you all met. And the assessment for planning installation of solar array between Bismarck Hill and the tower, potential solar installation on other buildings, solar powered electric vehicle chargers with battery backup, workstations with solar shade canopies. We're really excited. Electronic charging tables, benches around the park, amenity for residents and visitors. The report was emailed to commissioners and available upon request.
That's the report for the
Excellent.
revisions, Sarah.
Here we go.
I needed to hear back from the people that met with him and him also to see if they had any corrections or additions. But this is the complete report. And if you look at it, you can see we're still looking at.
Is there web copies?
Yes.
Is this the same as what was emailed?
Yeah, it's the same.
Oh.
I didn't know if you had enough time to look at it, that's all.
Thank you for providing a hard copy.
Yeah, really the main focus of the project will be the solar array installation that's gonna be between the tower at the zoo and Bismarck Hill. There's a huge open grassy area there with no trees that most people don't know about. Because you can't get out there unless you're one of the service vehicles with the city.
Back by the
And-
tower.
Yeah, and Brandon really thinks they're gonna be able to generate the electricity there and then send it over to the zoo to power as many of the buildings over there that they're able to over there. So this is making the most sense right now. We're at the very beginning of the project. He'll be looking at all options. And if we do have to go to building by building installation of just solar panels, then buildings they're gonna consider the maintenance buildings, the animal clinic, the kitchen, and the parrot house. And one thing none of us thought of the couple of years we were working, with the National Renewable Energy Laboratory, is you can't put those solar panels on top of buildings that house animals because of the runoff. You don't want that going, where the animals are living. So that really, pushes that away as a potentiality, really.
We're not used to putting,
Yeah.
most of the buildings are where people live, not animals.
Every time I run into Shannon Easton, she's going, okay, let's include the splash pad. And then she's going, well, if we do that and put solar panels on top of the splash pad, then let's run it out to the Guy Foreman amphitheater, she's just gonna get that whole place so
Good.
electrified with electric panels. So there's some exciting options here that came up that we as a committee sitting in the room, we weren't able to visualize. Walking the land really made a big difference for the project. So also too, Brendan, he had designed a electric vehicle charging station, what do you wanna call that? A set, I guess, of them. And he had designed a solar array panel to go over those, and he said it looked really nifty and cool. So he's gonna be sharing that with us.
Cool.
But it looks like all of the ideas that we all came up with, it looks like they're doable, especially the workstations and benches. And Shannon mentioned we really want to get the ones that have the solar shade canopy over the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, so and Mayor Angie's 100% behind this project. She's very excited about it. So hopefully, we can become a model for other communities, you know, within the state of Indiana, and if not here, then across the country also. So things we're looking for right now is the location of the backup generators in the zoo and to determine how they're powered. The list of the buildings that house temperature-sensitive animals and also may store food. Jamie's gonna provide the design of a new education engagement center. Various plans were created by Ivy Tech students. So that building hopefully is gonna get replaced. And then our question is there electricity in that tower?
I think so, I remember seeing some lights,
Yeah,
so I
so,
would believe there is.
yeah.
I just, wow, how.
It's been a while since I've been up to, in that town.
I was there last summer and I
I
couldn't
do
tell
remember
you,
lights and
I
being-
never thought of
It
it.
was kind of dark.
So we don't know how it's being powered. Beverly?
I got some information today and I just sent it out from Drive Clean Indiana. And I didn't know if we were connected with any part of that funding.
Time-wise, it's off. We're not ready to put in the electric vehicle chargers right now.
Okay,
So that money is time limited, okay? So,
well, I was gonna follow up on whether or not, the funding was still available because they're still in the planning stages, so I didn't know if we had already done that or if there was funding available
Drive-
for what our project is or not.
Drive Clean Indiana and me,
I know,
Yeah.
okay?
I know.
And we're not gonna start taking this project apart and doing it piece by piece by piece, because there's gonna be overall plans that everybody's gonna have a chance to look at and give public input on. Okay, so we're not gonna move ahead and put in electric vehicle chargers without knowing what all of the other,
Oh, the entire,
what the entire project is gonna look like.
Okay.
I have a question.
And we got free chargers from them, the ones that are behind the artist lofts in the Uptown Arts District. Those came through Drive Clean Indiana.
Yeah, because I didn't know if this was new funding or what, because like I said, I just saw it this morning. And so.
Well, what's happened, Beverly, is the federal money has been given to the state level
Right,
that was left over. And now the states are in charge of getting that money out to, you know, governments,
right.
whatever, local municipalities, counties.
My question is, how will this proposed LaPorte County moratorium on solar affect this plan?
It won't,
It won't.
no,
Why not? I would love to think it won't, but
it's not going to. We're not putting in solar arrays to generate electricity to be sold to a utility, okay? What the farmers are objecting to in LaPorte County is they're seeing farmland disappearing.
Yeah.
And it's being, these are small businesses, you
okay.
know, basically that are doing this. We're just generating
If the
this,
moratorium is limited to that kind of thing, okay.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
is
it's,
it,
hopefully, because that's all they've been talking, that's all they've been talking about is that.
hopefully, okay.
Okay, they haven't talked about limiting panels being put on homes or businesses or ground mount installation. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah,
Ground
But
mount
I did hear that
installation.
mentioned at that meeting that I did go to,
Yeah, I don't,
a blanket.
I don't think they're up to that.
I hope
I
not.
really don't think they're up to that. But I haven't seen the document, like I
Yeah,
said.
yeah.
And I talked to Pat Boy a couple of days ago, and the understanding that I got was that it was not going to include residential properties.
Okay.
So how
Right.
residential housing, that this was about farmland and vacant properties and that kind of thing.
Yeah, and they're really going after the small businesses that are putting these in.
Or the big.
And then there's, you know, or bigger businesses, and they're generating electricity to be sold to utility companies.
not just for use of
Not
individual
for use
business.
right there, yeah.
Right. It's more for profit and this, they're concerned about the for-profit, not versus what this is. This is just for usage.
Yeah, this is just for usage by our zoo and park. So I don't think so.
Oh, yes,
The phrase is utility scale. They're trying to block utility scale things.
thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
Appreciate that. Utility scale. Well, we'll keep an eye on any blocking of any solar. We've got a lot going on with that project, and that will be so cool to see some solar array down there and some charging areas, and I like the workstations and all of the things.
You know, and as always, you know, Tristan and I are open to inquiries from you, or, you know, any insights you have, you know, please, you know, we're open to communicating with everybody here. Okay.
All right, thank you. Anything else? All right, now we go to Northwest Indiana Region Resilience, NWIRR Action Planning Work Group. Nancy Molnauer, Tristan Bogart, Laura Henderson, and Andy Jans Davis. And after attaining National Wildlife Federation's Northwest Indiana Regional Certification, the first in our country, in September, so almost a year now. That's excellent. Kathy Sipple plans to accept an award at for Earth Charter Indiana Climate Leadership Summit 9 on September 6th. That's at Purdue in Fort Wayne. We should all go. I'll get the exact time for that. That's a full day event. Usually, sometimes there's more than just that. Anyway, it's coordinated by Kathy Sipple, Earth Charter Indiana. Excellent. And the Indiana Climate Leadership Summit is the reason that we exist. So that's a bunch of you guys got together and got excited, and so we started the sustainability. You started the Sustainability Commission, so we're really excited about that. And the certification that we all worked for was getting all of our homes and businesses and churches and schools wildlife certified, and it was pretty simple. You go to the National Wildlife Federation's website, and you can get a point for having your home or business or church or resident, church or school be pollinator friendly, and it's not very difficult if you have a flower and a place to nest. And I have a small yard, and ours qualified. And now there's another certification that Tristan's working on with Kathy. Did you want to update us on that? Or do you want me to do it? I can do it. All right. Well, we're planning on talking to Kathy soon about getting an individual Michigan City certification. So the points from the Northwest Indiana, the big certification can be used towards it, but it's just another bragging right for the city to have the city be self-certified. It's an individual city. So we'll have more updates on that after we talk to Kathy, and still encourage everyone to go to the National Wildlife Federation's website and see about getting your garden certified. And Northwest Indiana Green Drinks will host Kathy Sipple as a presenter to introduce the new role of Northwest Indiana Region Resilience. And that's on Thursday, October 3rd at 6:30 via Save the Dunes Facebook Live and Zoom link from em@savethedunes.org. Kathy Sipple's the creator of Northwest Indiana Region Resilience, will explain community engagement and rollout of NERC's developed best practice and model programs to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. That's still being edited. All right, and NERC stands for Northwest Indiana Regional Planning Commission. Does anybody have any questions or anything on that? That'll be a great green drinks. Kathy's incredible. She's really knowledgeable, and she's full of a lot of life and energy. So everybody check that out. All right. Now we'll move on to Soul Power. It's Nita Scully, Faye Moore, and Nancy Molnauer. 23 solar panel assistants and 7 installers are North America Board Certified, Board of Certified Engineer Practitioners Certified, for a total of 30 certificates. And that's the highest level of NABC, what?
The highest level.
No, highest level of NABC professional certification. Photovoltaics PV installation training is continuing through February, from February through August. And we're introducing a new round of training targeting persons of color and lower income individuals will be scheduled in October, of which we will help promote. And the federal grant is still being written for the Hope Center and solar panel installations. As with first grant, Anthony will provide some consultation services to strengthen the submission. Did you have anything to add? Faye, did you have anything?
Faye, do you know the date of that introductory session?
No.
No? Okay. Can you help maybe get that for us?
It's in November, but I don't have the exact
Oh,
date.
it's been
so-
moved,
but
it's
I
been
will.
moved back
I
to
can get-
November now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
But I'll get that.
thank you.
It was September, then it was October, and now it's November. Okay. Okay, that's fine. I'm just trying to keep on
Well, it's
top.
getting the instructors, and getting the people signed up.
Yeah, right, right.
They're slow signing up, so then we have to, change the date because we have to get more people. And then we have to make sure the instructors are available, so.
Right.
That's why it keeps changing,
Sure.
because the people are slow signing.
Okay, so if, I shouldn't say if, when they go ahead with that introductory session, we can help promote that. So,
That's why we had started promoting it with the September date, and then we didn't get enough people, so then, they moved it to October. So it might still be October, but that's why I said I'll let you know for sure. We have another month anyway, August, so
Okay,
that help.
promote like crazy when we get
yeah,
the date.
and I promote like crazy, so just get something to me.
Yeah, I do too.
It's all, yeah, you too, Faye, it's all over the place, you know.
So, yeah.
Excellent, well, that's excellent, I can't even say the whatever, PV installations, like my tongue falls out of my mouth. So incredible, with a lot of training going on, so we appreciate that. And we want to thank the Job Training and Certification Program for Solar Panel Installation in partnership with NAACP LaPorte County, Michigan City Sustainability Commission, IBEW-531, ID Tech Valparaiso, Work One, and Just Transition Northwest Indiana. And so if you want to sign up for future training, it's NAACP/programs/soul-power-program / And that's all on our website. Our agendas are posted. And I'm sure you could probably do a Google search for Soul Power, SOUL Power, and find that too. So thank you for all the work there. All right, Solar United Neighbors, Son, Andy Jans Davis, Nancy Moldnauer, and Faye Moore. I know Brian Flory's been assisting a lot with other solar power. Indiana's Northern Indiana Associate, Brian Flory. Are we missing something for there?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that's just, there we go. The printed out version, I just didn't have Solar United Neighbors.
okay, that's Solar United
That's all,
Neighbors.
Solar United
Okay,
Neighbors.
thank you.
Yes, we're on to Solar United Neighbors. That, it's on my hard copy, so I hope it's on yours. But the printed copy didn't get it. Solar United Neighbors, if you need to write that in. Anyway, I was mentioning Brian Flory, and he has been integral in helping with other of their solar further up in the agenda. He's still collecting names always for their newer program where it's a cohort and not a co-op. And the cohort is just working with all sorts of individuals to get the solar, the best solar that suits your needs. And Solar United Neighbors is a not-for-profit organization that just wants to help you figure out how to get solar to the best of your ability. And I'm hoping that they'll help me get solar soon, because I got a new roof last year. So, right, I want to be part of a cohort. How about you guys? There'll be a lot more to come with solar as we're working on solar ordinances and things. Did anybody have any questions or anything to add with that one? Yes.
Yesterday, my home was powered 99% by solar.
Wow, that's awesome. That, wow.
99%.
That, by the sun, that's incredible.
Yeah.
And do you have a battery backup? See, now you can save it and use it for
When the
later.
grid goes down,
And when the zombie apocalypse.
I don't care.
Joking, zombie apocalypse, just a
The
joke.
funniest is when my neighbors call up, do you have electricity? Yes, we always have
As a
electricity.
matter of fact, yes, we do. Oh, yeah, you're not the best one to call if the power goes out, so that's good. All right, well, everybody get their solar. All right, we're moving on to Caught You Being Green. Andy Jans Davis, Tim Bauer, and Michelle Vasta. Earth Month Extravaganza, I did send an email to Park Superintendent Shannon Eason for the Senior Center for 2025. We are a go. We just have to pick the date. So the Senior Center is ours if we have a matching date. So I just need to coordinate with their schedule. And
Okay, are we gonna aim for that last
we were aiming for the
Saturday,
last Saturday of April.
April?
That's what we talked about last month, and the first two were the last Saturday of April. This third one, we didn't want to be in May. We wanted it to be at Earth Month, but they weren't available. But, you know, the first week of May is still good too. We can extend Earth Month, it can be Earth Year, because we're all, but ideally, of course, this is not in stone. I have to talk to the Parks Department, because the emails, the communication just happened this week while I was putting the agenda together, and nothing could be official. But we are, yes, the Senior Center sounds great. You should have it.
So did you ask her about the last Saturday?
I did not pick the date yet, just to see if we would be, if that sounds like something that would be available to us and work in our general timeframe. And it was yes, as long as the dates match. So I'll have a date for you. Officially next month, I'll probably have a date in a few days, but it'll be for next month's agenda. It is also for social media posts for Caught You Being Green. It's Plastic Free July. So there's been a couple posts about various things for plastic free. I know it's hard to go plastic free, but there's a lot of ways to reduce. Take your bags to the store and refill your drinks. Those are a couple ways. Sometimes I take, if I remember when we go out to a restaurant, I try to take takeout containers with me. Little things like that. Just once in a while, pass up on the straw. Once in a while, carry out your donut or whatever. Don't get the plastic bag from the store. It might not be necessary. So it's the little things, I think, for all of us together that can really make a big difference. And if ever anybody has any ideas, always, especially for the social media posts, let me know. I like to share those. They're fun. And they engage the young people. And that's who matters for our future, right? So did anybody have any questions or more comments on the?
I have a comment.
Yes.
I really like it if a waiter or waitress asks me if I want a straw,
Yes.
because they usually just put it down, and that's more efficient, I'm sure. And 99% of people probably do want a straw, but I appreciate being asked, because I don't want a straw. And I will take it back if they leave it with me.
Excellent. I do appreciate those things too. I've been asked at a couple of restaurants.
Yeah. And a number of the restaurants I've seen, they're using the paper straws now, which are recyclable.
That's right.
Yes. Little bits, right?
And then at our conference, Daisy Lee was able to get portable straws for us.
Oh,
And so we
excellent.
gave out 200
Gosh.
straws that you could carry with you. So I tell them, I have my straw, thank you.
There you go. And it's got the little brush and
Use it.
excellent. Yes. All right. Everyone, show and tell.
Mine's in my
Show and
car.
tell is mine in my purse too. All right, mine's not like that, but I mean, it's plastic free. This is what we're for, right? Here, mine's a mermaid straw. I'm gonna shout out the brand.
That's glittery.
Isn't that pretty?
Mine is plain.
I also really like the little squishy silicone ones, and I have those in the car for you.
I have one.
I have more. I do. They fold up. They're little squishy silicone, and these can go on your keychain, and they're fun and glittery, and sometimes you have to make it fun. So, does anybody else have anything in their pocket?
I think
Just
at
show
one
off?
point, this was probably a couple of years ago, we talked about potentially a campaign, ask for a straw.
Oh, that's a great
So we may want to
campaign.
think about that.
Yes.
Because I know that Michelle was talking about working with some of the eateries in town. That could be really easy, you just have something really eye-catching designed and you just put up a little thing on the tables, it just says ask for a straw. So, and I know a couple restaurants that
Or
would
ask
probably,
if you need a straw.
Right, put a little turtle on there.
Lake Michigan animals. Please, Lake Michigan
We
animals.
have turtles. Have you seen the size of our snapping turtles? To be fair, I saw it in Trail Creek, but
Okay, gotcha.
It's pretty close.
Can be a snapping turtle.
I'm kidding. Anyway, I'm not kidding that they're snapping turtles, 'cause they're
No, we
big.
know that.
All right, well, if it's not fun, it's not a sustainability commission, right? All right. Does anybody have?
Please stop collecting bags for Save the Dunes' bench for past President Jeanette Nagu. We have maxed out, we have the number of pounds that
That's
we.
1,000 pounds.
Yeah.
Oh, wow,
And we did it
congratulations.
in 9 months, I think, instead of a full year or something. So these bags can now be taken to Sacha G. Burns at the LaPorte County Solid Waste District. They'll continue collecting them there. She has her drives, I think, about 2 times a year. And please encourage other nonprofits to do this. It's a great project, and the benches are beautiful. It's not the really ugly clunky ones that they used to make.
Those Trex benches.
These Trex benches are gorgeous, and they come in many different colors too. We picked out Sandcastle, which I think is very appropriate for, Save the Dunes organization. But really, talk to your nonprofits. It's relatively painless, and Sacha always says she goes over her baggage, poundage every year, so she'll gladly give organizations, her leftover points for pounds. So
Wonderful.
let's see if we can get a whole bunch of these around
Get 'em
Michigan
everywhere.
City, different places.
Sounds good. Now, LaPorte County at the building, over by the
By the
fairgrounds, they always
fairgrounds,
collect.
they always
plastic
collect
bags.
them over there, always.
And
Okay,
it's a
so
great
you're
segment.
saying that with the not-for-profit organization can save 1,000 pounds of bags, but as you're saving, where do you take them to? Because,
There are designated drop-offs.
Okay.
I wasn't a part of that. Ann Racine at Save the Dunes, she's the outreach and engagement coordinator, and she's willing to talk to anybody to
so then after they get
share.
after you get 1,000 pounds of bags, then you contact,
You sign up with the Trex Corporation. It's a company that does
the
it.
corporation.
Sasha.
So check with Sasha Burns.
Yeah, she has all the
Check,
contracts.
And she
check
can
with
tell you.
Sacha. You just sign up online. It's really easy to do it. I'm envisioning a bench in front of the Hope Center.
And so after you you sign up online, and then after you get the bags, you tell them where you want to put the bench and whose honor? Well, you don't.
We decided to do it in honor of a past president because during COVID, nobody had done something for her. Okay, so our board of directors voted to do that project. And then the staff was so excited about it, they actually took it over. So that's why I don't know a lot of the details.
okay.
But Ann Racine, who is the outreach, she's the outreach and engagement coordinator for Save the Dunes. She said she'll talk to anybody and she'll walk you through the whole process. she'll do that. So she's a resource.
So what's it, I'm sorry, what's it?
MEMM, Racine, RACINE, Racine. And Sacha over at LaPorte County Solid Waste District is also a very good resource for this. So a number of parks have done it, some of the county parks have done it, in Porter County.
Porter County, I think Isaac Walton did a batch.
Isaac Walton did. So, yeah, it's a great way to use this plastic for something that
But
is,
you want your benches to last.
they'll last.
It's awesome.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
That was so plastic-free July, okay.
Right, and well, I did post it on social media and we're talking about it. So one other awesome thing that Sasha has contracted is you can drop off your styrofoam all the time now. It's not in the building, but
It's not,
it's
So the color.
not curbside, it's at the
It's at the-
compost location in LaPorte County. So where,
Next to the fairground.
next to the fairgrounds. So in one building, you can drop off your plastic bags and various other things. And in another building, very nearby, is where the styrofoam is.
Yeah, well, we need to get a location in Michigan City.
And that's where the compost site is also.
That'd be great next, right? But this is LaPorte County, so it's good. It's a good start, right? We love
I don't
Sasha.
like going to LaPorte.
And
Fair enough, but I drop off all the time because they also take shoes year-round in any condition.
Okay.
And that's a great thing, any condition of shoe. And that goes back out in the community, but that's another story. But again, Sasha has all the contracts with everybody. So,
And then they'll still have their 2-time or 3-time or 4-time a year.
they have the hazardous
The
waste,
hazardous waste, you can take your styrofoam to that also.
so it's convenient. But now you won't have to wait as long either, so. All right, if there's nothing else for that, we'll move on to commission comments.
Commission comments.
Commission comments.
I just had a question about this, the 2025 Nora L. Schultz Tribute Award.
Mhm.
That I didn't see it in our information anywhere, so.
It'll be next month. I sent out a little reminder on Facebook since it wasn't in our agenda. We were not able to secure the date. The recipient was not going to be available, and we were still trying to communicate last minute as the agenda to see if that person would be able to make it. So
So
they
we
were not
have
going to
2
be.
awards?
We do have 2 awards now. The Nora L. Schultz Award that is in here. I'm not going to open it though.
no, it's here.
It's hiding.
Yes.
So the word is ready to be presented. That word Tristan came up with a number of years ago, and we presented that several times to several locals. And then we wanted to also include a business, and that, don't pull that one out. And so Tristan had the idea to have a separate business award and honor businesses that are also green or environmentally conscious. So the Nora L. Schultz Award, we as a commission will present to the winner at next month, if all the stars align properly. And then the New Business Award will be presented by Tristan and Nancy at a future city council date. That also, timing with summer and businesses and people around here can be, well, we're a summer town, so it can be difficult.
If you're not on vacation, then somebody's visiting you.
Right, I just got back from camping today. Don't mind my hair.
Yeah,
So-
I think it's really nice that you're gonna do the business, doing the city council meeting to get more city businesses,
Right.
involved or whatever.
So I'll try to get the date properly, at least announced, all of us emailed, and then after all of the awards are said and done, we'll get hopefully a write-up or press release. I do plan on inviting any of the media, the local media. I know we've had the media here a few times for presentation, so it would be great if they could come, and then hopefully at least one or more of our past recipients will be able to make it for the audience or for picture op next month. So one is planning to try. So that would be great. So I apologize, I was not more communicative about that. I was really still trying to get it in there. I believe the same thing was last year, but we had more notice that they wouldn't be able to make it at the July meeting because there were several family members. So we did it in August last year as well. We typically like to give it out in July because it's Plastic Free July, so it's fun and I'm silly. So I hope that answers your question and probably 30 more.
May I make a couple of
Yes.
comments? I really want to acknowledge our Sustainability Commissioner Lawrence. He rode his bike from home to the meeting today.
Like being green.
Oh,
You want to?
Can we picture, we'll take a picture with you with your bike outside,
you
okay?
better watch out. I'll catch you being green. Give me your good side.
Your mic on the time?
And then
Actually, yeah.
Oh, you have your helmet. Oh, excellent.
he walks all over the place.
Good, excellent.
He walks all over.
How far was your ride?
I think it's to Shoreland Hills. It's about, what, 3 miles maybe? Something like that. I don't
Good
know.
exercise too then. Tim, how long is your ride?
2 miles, the same distance that you're.
Oh, well, yeah, because, yeah, my house is about 2 miles, right? We live near each other.
Yes.
So yeah, well, that's good. Good exercise then too, and doing the green thing. Oh, yay. I did not ride my bike. I drove. Tim making me look bad. We live by each other. He's riding his bike. I'm driving.
So
All right.
I also wanted to make another recognition. One of our commissioners actually received the Spirit Award from the NAACP.
No, it's Indiana Black Expo
Oh, it was the Indiana Black Expo. I'm so sorry.
at their luncheon.
I was at both events, so that's why I got it mixed up. Yeah,
confused.
it was at the Indiana Black Expo, and Faye was totally surprised. And it's just wonderful when somebody who is such an inspiration for so many people in our community is recognized
Thank you.
by the Indiana Black Expo, Michigan City chapter, correct? Yeah, and I wouldn't know half of the things that are going on if it wasn't for the emails that you send out. I think you're, like Activity Central from Michigan City. So, if anybody wants to receive information from Faye, I know she'd be happy to add you to her
My list.
her mega list, I'm sure it is. So, really you keep people not only informed, but connected as a community. We're so much richer because of you being a part of us and what we're committed to. So just, bottom of my heart, just thank you so very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
I also want to thank Faye because coming back to Michigan City after being gone for 8 years and not knowing what's going on, Faye just kind of took me up under her wing and said, okay, you're gonna be here on this day, and you're gonna be, and I said, yes, ma'am.
Oh, thank you.
But I wouldn't be so quickly getting back involved in the community if it wasn't for Faye, and I thank her for that.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Faye. You deserve it.
Thanks.
You're a pillar of our community and keep all of us informed. I agree. A lot of the emails and all the goings on. I appreciate you for that and everything else. Thank you. Leading the way with solar panels on your house and,
Yes.
and everything. So you're one of my heroes. Thank you so much. Round of applause for all the awesome people doing awesome things. All right, well, we're just about to finish up here anyway, so we do have some, I'm sorry, yes.
That's okay. But I've been driving to New Buffalo quite often lately, and they're making tremendous progress on the bike trail.
Yes.
Going west from out of New Buffalo. Well, actually, it goes out of New Buffalo and continues up to Union Pier and Harbor. I mean, we're gonna be able to go a long way on a paved trail pretty soon. It's really amazing. Very excited about that.
I am too. My vet is right there,
Yeah.
and so I was excited to see all that. I was a little confused at first. I'm like, oh, duh, the trail. So,
Yeah.
and that connects to the Singing Sands part of the trail too, right? And
Yeah,
Shannon,
I think they're up to
there,
the stables there, aren't they, Michiana Stables?
Yeah, they've
I think
gone-
that's sort of where it
Yeah.
stops.
Yeah, and now they're going from New Buffalo, going west.
Okay,
And I assume at some point
Yeah,
they're gonna need.
yeah, it's all paid for, it's
Yeah.
all engineered, it's just a matter of it
Yeah.
being put in.
Yeah,
Because of Shannon Eason,
Mm-hmm.
you know, of the Michigan City Parks and Rec Department, she's the one that's written all of those grants that Michigan City has received the money to complete that whole trail system. It'll run from Illinois to Michigan, so it'll include all of Indiana.
yeah.
Wow.
It's really amazing that they're doing that.
So you're talking about that trail on Highway 12?
the Calumet Trail crosses
Calumet Trail.
Highway 12, and Calumet Trail goes all the way to Porter County,
Oh, I didn't know it
along
was
the
that far.
dunes, yeah, right in front of the National Dunes and the state.
The Indiana Dunes National Park is working on completing their section. I actually had the privilege of doing a guided tour with one of the rangers, because I'm on the board with Save the Dunes. And they really have it just about all worked out. There's just like a tiny section they're trying to decide, road, dune trailer, you know, what they're gonna do with that, but it's happening.
Right along the lake. Well, not along, close, adjacent, very close to the lake, so it's beautiful.
I think it's really gonna help the New Buffalo economy a lot, because I think more people now will take the initiative to actually ride their bikes. You know, it could be a destination.
Yes.
You know, and more businesses will profit from that.
And that's kind of that,
Yeah.
it's a small bike-friendly, sort of walking-friendly area.
Yeah.
Park your bike and walk a little,
Yeah,
and that would be great.
Yeah.
Get some ice cream.
I lived in Missouri for 10 years in the Katy Trail, which goes from east to west, and it's helped out all of the communities along there. Small businesses have developed, they've renovated hotels that have been vacated and were iconic historic buildings, and that's what happens along these continuous bike trails.
Yeah,
That's great.
Yay.
it's great.
Was there any more commission comments? Going once, going twice? Third time? Okay. Public comments? Public comments? Public comments. Well, thank you, public, for coming, even if you have no comments. All right, announcements. Northwest Indiana Green Drinks, Thursday, August 1st, 6:30, via Save the Dunes, Facebook Live and Zoom link from em@savethedunes.org. We'll host inspiring and knowledgeable Brian Flory, Florist, yes, is that what it
Oh,
is?
this is Forest,
Okay.
Forest.
Oh, it's not the same guy.
It's not
No.
the same,
Oh,
okay,
alright.
maybe it auto-corrected, that's what happened. This is a different
His name
person.
is Forest,
All right.
F-O-R-I-S-T.
I
Forest.
apologize.
Yeah.
This is a different
He
Brian.
spoke at the,
The legislative breakfast.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
Pride.
right.
Yeah.
That was
Wonderful, former National Park Ranger who served across our country and currently a professor at Indiana University. He'll present on engagement at our parks, museums, and historic sites with insights and examples from his many assignments and current college courses.
He's very exciting and inspiring.
yeah, he's a great speaker. Yep.
That sounds like fun. Save the Dunes is great, and when you can get on for Zoom and have your own drinks. And then also something super fun coming up is the Monarch Music Fest, and that's sponsored by Save the Dunes and Michigan City Sustainability Commission. That's on Sunday, September 15th from 1 to 5. Family-friendly event, and it's music. Oh, a taco bar. Mingling. I'm sorry, can you tell I like taco bars? And more tickets are, mingling and more. And tickets are available online. A lot of people like taco bars, though.
What's the
so-
location?
It's at the brewery.
Is that the brewery launch?
The
Brewery Lodge, thank you.
Brewery Lodge,
Okay, so out east of town.
And that's, we'll get that, address up there for you. The Brewery Lodge. And And if you go to savethedunes.org, all the information will be there for tickets. Again, savedunes.org. Google Save the Dunes, Facebook, it's all there. It's a good time too. All right, anything else? Any more announcements? Going once? Excellent.
Let's see if I remember
Uh-oh.
what it is. Doug Tallamy, who wrote the book Bringing Nature Home, and several other books since then, will be speaking at Notre Dame.
What?
It may be on September 15th.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, uh-oh is right.
Oh, I think it is because I
think it is.
I couldn't go, yeah. It is
So-
September 15th, yeah.
It's free, but there's limited seats, so you need to sign up for it. It's not, I don't think it's available yet, as I looked yesterday, it wasn't. But as soon as it is, you want to sign up for your seat if you want to go. So, September 15th is a hot day.
And where was that at?
It's at Notre
Notre
Dame.
Dame.
Yeah, I don't remember the exact time.
Notre Dame College?
University.
Yes.
Notre Dame, yes,
In South
university.
Bend.
In South Bend, because we also have a Notre Dame school here.
Yeah, sorry about
A
that.
smaller one. No, that's fine. It can be confusing in Michigan City. Anywhere else, probably not as much. Notre Dame
Not in Paris,
University,
it's not
South
in
Bend.
Michigan.
And what's the author's name again?
Doug Tallamy, Tallamy.
All right, wonderful.
He's a famous author.
And was there any other announcements? All right. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I so moved.
All right. Do I have a second? All right. All in favor to adjourn the Michigan City Sustainability Commission at 5:42 p.m.? Aye. Any opposed? Unanimously adjourned. Michigan City Sustainability Commission at 5:43. It switched right in the middle on July 11th.
Thanks, Andy.
Thank you.